Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and welcome to another exciting episode of EmGo Build Stuff, the series where I teach you that a galaxy far, far away really wasn't that long ago. Not really, but moving on. With the Fanhome Star Wars Millennium Falcon kit, we are on stage 28. So let's take a quick look through the magazine. Let's see the Fire Spray Pursuit Special, Jango and Boba Fett's Starship. They have to call it Starship. They can't call it Slave 1 anymore because they don't want to use that word. But anyway, in a galaxy where appearances can be deceptive and the element of surprise is often the line between life and death, Jango Fett's heavily converted Fire Spray class patrol ship gave him the edge, enabling him to build a fierce reputation. And there it is. Lovely. We have Mr. Fett. That's a cool ship. It'd be cool if we could build this. I wouldn't mind building a Slave 1. I'm sorry, Boba Fett's Starship. But, okay. R2-D2, the Astromechs. There we go. How he fits in the X-Wing there. His little compartments. There you go. Our little droids there. That original concept art there. And there we go. We are instructions, all that good stuff. So there you have the magazine. Here we have our parts. So let's get down to it. Because ain't nothing to it but to do it. Right? Of course. All right. Let's get this open. Yeah. Okay. So we have here a bit of corridor, ring, padding, because we have one of these little padded rings to do. As always, a piece of hull and a piece of framage that we are not going to be using. We're going to be basically working with everything here. Little black screws. We're not going to be using those either. Alrighty, so, yeah. So that's what we're going to be using. So let's bring in our instrucciones. Hay que instrucciones. Hi, R2. And here we go. So, here's the rundown of everything in this pack, and everything is accounted for. So what are we doing now? We are assembling the port corridor tool. All right, so we're bringing in this section here and the padding that we got in the previous stage, and we're going to be padding this up. So on this side, we're going to be using number 1, which is this big boy right here. Boom. And that's going to be living right, this way, like that. So that's going to be living right there. And this will need glue. So we'll get our glue on. I believe this is strictly a gluing episode. No screwing. It's okay. As I always say, the gluing just as important as the screwing. And you can't tell me otherwise. All right, get that in its home. Hold that for a tick. And there she goes. Number 2 is this one right above it, or right below it rather, right next to it, laterally, depending on how you're looking at things. So that's going to sit right above it. In what orientation? Looks like, not that orientation. That's fitting way more comfortably. Alrighty, so again, glue! Going to get our glue on. So just get some in there, and there, a little bit across. And get that in. Get that in, it's home. That's your home now. This is where you will live forever. Okay, nice, nice. All right, so our last one's here, number 3, right there, right there. And where are you living? You are living on this side, right there. So you need glue. Yes, you do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Sometimes baby talk helps, you know. I'm just saying. I feel it's important to the process. You know, it's just the way it's just the way I do things, okay? Sometimes you just got to do a little baby talk to the parts. You know, they appreciate it. They don't think they don't think you're pandering. They don't think you're talking down to them. They're not like, stop babying me. Oh no, you know. Just, whatever. So, all right. Last padding. There. Empty sprue. Get out of my life. All right. So you're living right here. Do you have a specific orientation? It doesn't seem like it. It does seem like it's sitting a little bit more comfortably this way, so I'm going to go with that. I'm going with my guts, which is usually wrong and usually a little bloated, but you know what? I'm going to trust it this time. All right. Go there. Okay. Hold that for a tick. And there we go. All right. So we got that section all padded up. Wonderful. Okay, so we can put this off to the side for now, because now we need the ring. We need these pads. I need to get these nipped real quick. And they have been nipped, so now it's time to glue all of these around this ring. So I'm going to do that real quick. All right, so that is done. So now we can, what can we do? We can bring this part of the little corridor in, and this is going to sit right here. Now it looks like they want this little post. You can see there's a little post on it that's slightly offset. They want it leaning, if we're looking at it like this, they want it towards the left. So that is where that shall go. Alrighty, and then we just take the top on and just get that in place. Line up that post right there. There we go. We got that little corridor going on. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. All right, you just you stay there, because now we need this ring here, and this ring will help hold this together. And again, this is super loose. That's really loose. That will definitely need to be glued, because that's very loose. That's not going to do a very good job of holding this together. So at some point, whenever it comes time to actually secure all this down, like, I'm definitely going to be putting glue on a lot of this stuff. If they don't tell me to, I'm going to do it anyway, because it needs it. But anyway, okay, so we have that little bit of corridor done. So now we can bring in our room here, and we can basically start affixing all this stuff. So we have this little corridor that we put together in one of the previous stages. We have this whole section here, so all this is going to go. See how these rings pop off? So that apparently is going to go in here. This needs to be glued. It really needs to be glued. Okay, let's just try to get this fixed and get that sitting where it should be sitting. All right, so I got it fixed. I got it attached where it needs to go. So that's how that's going to be looking. Here is a little corridor we just put together, and this conceivably is just going to pop in right here like that. That ring doesn't stay on. There you go. All right. So there is what all that is going to end up looking like. Very cool looking, but yeah, a lot of this is going to need glue, definitely. But that is all there is to do in this stage. All right, so here is what we did in this stage. We expanded the room here with some more corridors. As always, we got some bits and pieces to use at a later date. And yeah, that is it for stage 28. So as always, if you would like to sign up for your own Millennium Falcon kit, there'll be a link in the description down below for you to check out. And if you missed any stage of this build, there is a playlist in the description down below as well for you to check out at your leisure. You can watch this lovely hunk of junk take shape before your very eyes. So there you go. As always, I hope you enjoyed this exciting episode of EmGo Build Stuff. And remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be a geek, be proud, may the force be with you, and palm in your face. nice.